Hey everyone, Larkish here, and welcome to my review of Star Wars' brand new series, The Acolyte. For this video, I'll be covering the first two episodes since they dropped at the same time. Right away, we're told that everything that's happening takes place 100 years before the Empire rises. So, in other words, there hasn't been many wars, only stars.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Sorry about that. Peace has been lasting for centuries with the Jedi and the Galactic Republic. However, there are some who use the Force in dark ways, such as this assassin here. The episode officially begins with an assassin on the planet Yuta, whose target is Jedi Master Endara. The assassin and Endara have a battle, wrecking the entire bar they're in the process. During the fight, Endara clearly has the upper hand as she's calm for the majority of the fight, which ties into the Jedi's rule of not letting emotions overrule in battle. The assassin manages to distract Endara, killing her. We then are introduced to the main character, Osha, who looks very familiar. Maybe that bar scene was a dream, and based on how they had her wake up, nothing that was real? We'll see though. We'll just have to see. Osha is a Meccan, which are ship repairmen in Star Wars. She's accompanied by Pip the droid, which is the equivalent to Batman's utility belt, or the Mauska tool that'll help her later. Pip could do many things, such as repair ships, extinguish fires, and even break open locked doors. And that's just only the things we've seen in episode 1. After fixing the ship, Osha is approached by two Jedi, one of them being her friend from back in the day, Yord, who was unfortunately a victim of the Killmonger hairstyle. I don't know what it is, but ever since Killmonger made his debut back in Black Panther, almost every black character in video games and media sometimes has this hairstyle, and that was very annoying. They could have given this dude any other hairstyle like his regular real life hairstyle, but nope, let's just copy everyone else. Anyways, the two Jedi confront Osha about Endara's murder, as Osha perfectly matches the description of the assassin we saw earlier. Here is revealed that Osha lost her village and family as a child and was rescued by Jedi. They took her in and trained her until the Jedi Council cut her training short and Osha left the Jedi Order on her own will. Osha is then placed under arrest. Next, we're introduced to Jedi Master Soul, who is Osha's former teacher and is the only Jedi who still believes she's innocent. Inside a prisoner transport ship, Osha meets a group of criminals who tell her about their escape plan. The criminals' plan is to hack into the robots piloting the ship, causing it to hit some asteroids. With the ship getting ready to crash land into the nearest planet, the criminals use the escape pods, leaving Osha behind. But with no way to escape, Osha straps in and prepares for impact. The impact is so hard that Osha started seeing visions of her dead twin sister, May. Osha plays travel tag with May until May reveals,
"Did you kill Endara?" "Yes. I will kill them all."
You what?
This wasn't the twist I was expecting. I thought they were gonna go with Osha having a split dark side personality that she was unaware of or something, especially with how they had Osha wake up in a panic in the beginning of the episode after Endara's death. That probably would have been better in my opinion. Soul and a small team were sent to find Osha among the wreckage of the crashed ship, and they find her and Soul convinces her to come back with them. We then see the main villain from afar as he explains how an Acolyte is the perfect weapon against Jedi. This episode wasn't too bad, but nothing spectacular either. Instead of having an evil twin, it should have been an alter ego. This would have made Osha losing her family much more impactful, as Osha could have been going crazy from her past trauma to the point where she still thinks her sister is alive. But plot twist, Osha's the one actually doing all the killing. So with that being said, I'll give episode 1 a 6 out of 10. Episode 2, May goes after Master Torben and fails miserably as she can't even get past his own force projection. This just shows that the Jedi are leagues above May. The guy is literally having his eyes closed, unbothered. May and the massive L she just took goes to Quimmer for advice on how to do her job properly. He then gives her the idea to poison Torben, as he states that all Jedi's past can be their weakness. Meanwhile, Sol and the other Jedi investigate the recent assassin sighting. While the Jedi talk to a guard about the recent sighting, May returns for round 2 with Torben. This time, she convinces him to drink the poison by giving him 2 options.
It's your crime to the Jedi Council, or receive the forgiveness you seek from me.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
This right here was pretty dumb. We don't get to see the crimes that Torben committed, so the audience, or me, wouldn't have reason to empathize with them, since we're kept out of the loop basically. There should have been at least a small flashback for a few seconds, as May gave him the options. This way, Torben's decision would make sense and his death would have been slightly more impactful, even though we know little to nothing about him. Also, if the Jedi were that easy to manipulate 100 years ago, then no wonder Anakin fell to the dark side so easily. After that, Osha and the Jedi arrive too late. Torben's already dead. They track down Quimmer, who made the poison for May, and they trick him into confessing on record by having Osha pretend to be May in disguise. The plan works immediately, barely an inconvenience, and to add a cherry on the top, he also told them that May will return later that same night, at the same exact location. That night, they spotted May, and Sol confronts her, and of course, she tries to fight her 3rd Jedi Master so far, which is Sol. During the fight, you can see that Sol is clearly leagues above May, just like the other 2 Jedi Masters were. They all fight her with calm bodies, and sometimes one hand behind their back. However, luck won't bail her out this time. She only won against Endara because she put an innocent alien in danger, and Torben is dead because she got lucky by talking him into killing himself. But here, Sol actually has a strong will to live, and there's no distractions for him to worry about. After May is shown that she clearly needs more training, she gets cornered by Sol and Yort, but luck strikes again unfortunately because everyone's just standing around instead of doing their job and capturing her, which allows her to use the sand that they're walking on to escape. Maybe the sand is the real villain of Star Wars, because first, it gets everywhere, according to Anakin. Then, it's helping underdeveloped fighters like May escape. Oh yeah, then Osha finally sees her twin sister again, in person. However, she develops stormtrooper aim at almost point-blank range, allowing May's plot armor to kick in as she escapes again. At least we get to see a Wookiee Jedi Master. Wait, it's over? That's it? This episode was lower quality in storytelling than episode 1 was. Torben being easily talked into drinking the poison threw things off for me since I knew nothing about him. They might save his past for another episode, but it should have been included here. As for May's plot armor though, it was cute the first time, but 3 more times after that is ridiculous. I'm letting her first Jedi kill slide, since the Force does take a lot of concentration to use, even on small things. And she used this to her advantage by making Endara concentrate on stopping the bystander at the beginning from dying, which left her wide open for attack. But once she got to Torben, her journey should have easily been stopped right then and there. He didn't even have to move or open his eyes, and she struggled to even land one hit on him. So imagine if he was actually fighting back. Episode 2 gets a 5 out of 10 due to the stupid plot armor May has and some bad character decisions that were made. Overall, the show so far is at a 6 out of 10 at best. It's not the worst thing I've seen out of Star Wars, but it's nothing great either. It's just mid at the moment. I do like that this isn't connected to the Skywalker saga, so it doesn't have to worry about fitting anywhere perfectly into the main timeline, so they could do whatever they want. However, things do seem to be moving a bit too fast or a bit too conveniently for some characters, such as May. So far, I do see potential in the show, but knowing Disney, who knows if the show can even keep it. So yeah, this has been my opinion on the first 2 episodes of The Acolyte. Let me know in the comments how you felt, or if you agree with me or not. You can even say if I'm being crazy for trying to give the show a benefit of a doubt so far. I'll see you guys in the next video.